It's 7 in Cressida.
Not even a fucking burnout, Del. What's the go, mate?
That is fucking rubbish, mate. I bet that's a fucking V6 Omega too.
These things here feel like there's something pushing against my gooch, eh? On this episode of Jake and Friends, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, normally we would take moderately horsepower Cressida and take it out roll racing. But today we're going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to take a moderately horsepower Cressida out roll racing, but a different one, a manual one. And this is Tucker, and this is Tucker's 1.5J manual Cressida. Got it out in manual because neither me or Nick or anyone else affiliated with this channel really is around with 3 pedals. This is kind of a bit of a new experience for us. Feels pretty unusual sitting on this side of one of these cars as well, especially considering the interior is, minus the sunroof, is actually quite similar to mine. Tell us about it, Tucker.
Built 1.5J, billet mains in the bottom, rods, pistons, the usual, cams. It's got G40, 900, 1650s, Altec. Gonna get upgraded though.
Put something in that I can actually read data.
T56, direct clutches, twin plate, stupid clutch to hold all.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, ever since Fausto built the engine in this car here, we're finally getting more tyre changes than engine changes, is that right?
Yes.
The average of 1-to-1 is no longer a thing. We're actually seeing more than one set of tyres per motor.
Yeah, so the last couple of combos that it's had, all those old engines combined has done less Ks than what this engine has done now.
He's the only one out of all of us at the moment that's actually making it to their service intervals. So Nick and I would normally either rebuild an engine or do some pretty major work in between this thing, but you've done nearly 5,000 Ks since it's been built, haven't you?
Yeah, it wouldn't be too far off it. It feels like 5,000 Ks when you drive around with bucket seats.
Yeah, and it only got built like a few months ago too, like it's
probably coming up to close to 2,000 Ks and it's February.
Really taking the piss out of street car, aren't you?
Yeah, any opportunity to drive it, mate.
I mean, I don't get mine out nearly as often as I'd like to, but it's kind of the sacrifices that you make, I guess. You're just not there yet.
No.
You're going to. We're going to put this car in radials for the first time ever. Yeah. Tuck's going to actually have some grip. Yeah, it's going to be an unusual concept for you as well.
Yeah.
We're going with some Hero drag radials, 255 60-15s. Nick ran the 275s on the Lexus back when we had that, and they got pretty good results on no prep. I think it wasn't as good as an MT on the drag strip, but on the street they definitely hold up. They're actually really, really soft tyres. It's my understanding you don't overcook them in the burnout, so you're going to struggle with that.
What do you mean I can't do skids?
No, do skid, just don't overcook them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely do skids. How's your clutch going?
I don't know.
Well, we're doing the zoomies and there's smoke coming out the wrong end of the car. We're going to know pretty quickly if the clutch is okay.
Yeah, when it's making lots of noises and it's not going anywhere.
It's going to be pretty interesting. I'm just down here this morning with him, helping getting his car together. Actually, once again, I'm doing I've glued his tyres to his wheels and we're going to see if we can stop him from spinning on the actual wheel itself. Apparently it's an old school trick. I've done it on the back of my car, but I haven't actually had any decent hard hits on it yet to know if it's making a difference. I took it to rolls and I didn't spin the wheel at all. And I used to spin them on those ones. He's actually got my old wheels and tyres that I sold to another guy and then we've borrowed them back and put them on this car with a new set of tyres on them. But I used to spin them a lot. I used to get through a night out at rolls in particular, because I never really tested much of the drags. Visually it would go nearly a full rotation with the wheel inside the tyre. That's assuming that's only one, and it's not every time. It's not going like in 3/4 of a turn, and it's just done it so many times that that's where it stopped. We'll see how that goes and see if that makes much of a difference. We'll take laptops out there and get some data on this car. And we can see its oil pressure and its RPM, and
that's about it.
Yep.
There's no
intake air temp. Yeah, we can see that one.
We see a fuel level.
We can log. Oh yeah.
We hook that in.
I think we can log up to 5 channels at 1 hertz or something on this ECU, can't we?
Don't know.
Pretty good. Well, I shouldn't be a snob too, because I ran a PS1000 for quite a while.
That was my PS1000 you bought of me.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. That's how you got this ECU, is because I bought your PS1000 off you.
Yeah.
But I was also upgrading from Microtech, so Microtech to a PS1000 was just like,
leaps.
Do you know that we can do more than just run an engine for this thing called cold start? But yeah, we'll come back this afternoon. Well, I won't. We'll revisit this video this afternoon when we're actually out on track, and we'll get a bit of footage of actually doing some runs. Today we're going to go get Nick's Fox body as well. We'll pick that up from Matt's. You excited?
I'm excited, a bit nervous. Got no idea what it's going to do. It's usually a drift car, so I'm usually used to going around turn 6 sideways, not in a straight line. But anyway.
Oh, 40.
At 40?
Yeah.
Not top of 4th.
Not only that, but you coming into turn 1's going to be spicy too, because you usually have your big overinflated drifty boy wheels on the back of it. Now you got radials that'll debead if you come around that turn at the same speed.
I think it's pretty frowned upon if I kick the clutch and try and actually go around it.
Oh yeah, they cut your wristband off. I've had warnings there before. Not from that, I nearly did in my car, but I've seen people get their wristbands removed a few times at rolls.
It's definitely going to be interesting. No drive mods, no traction control, no nothing. Just pretty much drive it, steer it.
What is this thing made? About 800, isn't it?
Made 882.
We have a laptop there, so if it gets too spicy, we'll be able to pull a little bit of power out of it. Manual stuff's quite aggressive because it's like punching it with a hammer. The auto shit's very smooth. Like you dump a lot more in it, but it's like hitting it and then pushing it, whereas manual is just like fucking first, second, third, fourth. And that's why this thing shit diffs.
Yeah.
That's how Fazzy went through 3 diffs in a weekend, and I never went through one, and I made nearly twice the power.
Yeah, look, don't tell me that, alright? I want to drive my car home.
You'll be fine at rolls. Your rolls won't be the thing that hurts it.
No.
QR's a pretty loose track, so I'll see you again in a bit. Oh, hey there, Jimmy.
Yeah, mate. You good, right?
Hello, Mads.
Hello.
Hello.
How shit's driving on radials?
It sucks. I've never driven on radials before, so I don't know what it's like, but it's fucking shocking.
It's so hard to get used to as well. Once you do it for a bit, it's okay, but yeah.
I'm not driving along, it's like,
It's even worse when you got weight in the back. No offense, Jimmy. I just mean in general. We got our first call out from Tucker. I've just been down there in the pits with Trent. Trent Painter. I reckon we're going to have a bit of a race later on.
yeah, I'm down.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. There was supposed to be someone else involved in this race, but they didn't make an appearance here today, so too busy for them tonight. See how we go.
Oh, well. Say it a lot for Jake because he's got to edit this. Did you say
I didn't say anything.
Wow, no
No, I'm fine on track. I don't say anything. On the road, different. Well, you've seen the video. Not around the corner, please. Okay, stop it.
That's fucking wicked.
cool as okay.
Oh man, that's so good.
How wide is the GT40?
Yeah, I know. I had full faith in the GT40, mate. Oh, the G40. This is my first run in a manual JZ Cressida at this kind of power level, so it's going to be interesting. The thing looks pretty violent from the outside. Your missus was like headbanging like body kid. How's it going tonight though? Good?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. We'll see how the buck is by the end of it, but
Yeah. I've just been called out by Winter Commodore. Basically, there was one guy that was supposed to be here tonight that kept organising a bunch of races and then chickened down at the last minute. So now here we are. Basically, he refused to race Tucker. No, he refused to race Trent behind us unless Trent raced Tucker. And
here we are.
Yeah, I don't remember what the outcome was supposed to be, but it was something to that extent.
Oh well. Yeah.
So that little bit of a f up here. Tucker got a little bit antsy at the start line there and decided to cheat.
I hesitated with my foot at the brake.
So we're going to go again, round 2.
Yeah.
Send up. That was good. Oh, I smell your brakes. That brakes will clutch.
Like 4th gear, I didn't want to beat me.
And rightfully so. Yeah, that car is a lot faster than I gave it credit for, that 31. He was on your door for the majority of that. Got to go back in now. I'm done with it today.
Man, that was
see you guys.
Do you reckon you're eligible to race the next Cressida in line?
I reckon I'll race any Cressidas in Queensland, brother. I honestly thought you'd actually get me top end a lot more. But
Dude, your thing held up impressively. Like, it shocked me. Like, you know, I knew it's like this thing makes like 500-600, wasn't it?
625 at the hub.
But it's also auto, so you got that benefit like against us. So
Yeah, that's what it was.
yeah.
Seems to be going well. Could even start that second one.
Yeah, it was
So,
impressive coming in.
cheers, man. Appreciate it.
So if anyone else has a silver, silver, is this silver as well?
Yeah, I think
Anyone that's not me and has silver Cressida would also like to race Trent. He's right here, ready to go. So we've given up for the night. Tucker's gone out there to do elimination. We can't be hanging around. We're pretty hungry. I'll no doubt post a result here somewhere where Tucker came in eliminations, whether he was out in the first round or whether he actually made a bit of a name for himself. But no, he seems to have had a good night. It was a bit of fun coming out here. The car pulls. It's actually really, really nice how well it behaved tonight. So no doubt he'd be stoked for that. Alright, we'll see you.
He loves doing cases.
He does.
Loves doing kilometres.
Oh no, I addressed that this morning.
It's good that he's driving it and being reliable.
So we'll be back with either more Mustang content or we'll have some Cressida content coming up. So make sure you get onto it. We'll see you around.